welcome to our daily DIY number 10. And we're actually doing a little 3-part series. This is the middle one, with some fun pranks that you can make yourself at home. Because leading up to tomorrow, which is April Fool's Day. I personally love April Fool's Day. As I promised yesterday, tomorrow I'm going to share one of my best anecdotes from my family history of a time when me and my brothers pulled off a really amazing April Fool's Day prank. So I'm going to tell you about that tomorrow, and I want to maybe challenge you today to spend a little time thinking, since you probably have more time than you usually have because you're not at school. You could maybe have some fun thinking about some pranks that you might want to do tomorrow. When I have looked around on the internet for prank projects, which I did last year because I kind of had a prank theme, there's a lot of information out there, funny videos. A lot of them have to do with like pranks that I just think are just kind of disgusting. I would not want people to do to me personally, and I don't think they're very right to do to other people because they involve like, food or taste, or like putting peanut butter in somebody's toothpaste tube, or just something that's just too wrong. I just think that's kind of nauseating. So I think it's fun to think of pranks that are obviously harmless, but are just hilarious. Like last year when we did one of our prank themes, I was here with a class of students. At the end of the day, when it was time for the parents to arrive, the kids had made signs that we taped up in the window of the door, and we turned off the lights. And one of the signs said, "Sorry, Cammie took all the kids on a field trip to Six Flags. We'll be back tomorrow." And one of the signs said, "Tinkering School is now for sale for a very small amount of money," or just a bunch of funny signs. And it was pretty hilarious because parents were arriving to pick up their kids, and the lights were all off, and we actually went and hid in the back room. But anyway, that's the kind of prank that I think is funny, harmless, and that you could do something like that tomorrow to your siblings or your parents. Again, keep it fun. I don't want to encourage anyone to do something actually really scary or harmful. No, that's never fun. Anyway, our project for today is actually something that I used to buy when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we'd have a little money in our pocket, and we'd go to this place called the dime store, and it'd have little toys, little candy, little weird things to buy. And one of them that I loved, so that was such a hilarious prank, was a little envelope that said rattlesnake eggs on it. And I figured out how to recreate this project last year, and I'm going to share it with you. So here's an envelope that says, caution, do not open rattlesnake eggs within. Of course, when there's a message like that, how can you not open it? And then when you open it, I don't know if you heard that, that was very dramatic. Anyway, that was it's interesting because this is actually the same thing, the bow and arrow, and it has a rubber band on it, and then it has a washer that's just wound around. And I guarantee that might not have been very loud, but if someone's feeling a little like, what's in here, and then like something moves, it's gonna scare them. So this is maybe I'll put a little more tension on the rubber band next time when I wind it up. So you can see, I have a paper clip that I bent into a C shape again. I curled it at the ends again. I put a rubber band on it again, but first onto the rubber band, I have attached a washer. And you might not have a washer, but you could use a button. You could actually cut a piece of cardboard, which I'm going to show you. Or I'm sure you can find something that you could put onto this rubber band that's rigid enough, and it will stay on there. And then you just wind it a bunch so there's a lot of tension. And then obviously when you open up the envelope, it's gonna spin, it's gonna hit the side of the envelope, and it's gonna make a little rattling sound. So yeah, let's just do it. So you take your paper clip, open it up into that C shape. You can use your hands. You can, again, use the pliers if you have them. Just curl the edges right here. Now get yourself a rubber band, and like I said, you could just cut yourself a washer out of cardboard like that. Cut yourself a little donut shape, or maybe look if your parents have a kind of hardware section to their garage or something. This is the kind of thing that is often around. So take your rubber band, kind of pinch it, push it through the hole in the center, like that. You could just do it like that, or I say bring it around, and then take it and thread it through the hole one more time. And then kind of pull it taut. Now it's really on there. Okay, so then like when we made the little bow and arrow, hook it onto one side, hook it onto the end down here. Now you've got your little noise maker, and now you can just have fun finding an envelope. Writing contains rattlesnake eggs. It's always good to put a cautionary note, do not open. You know that always makes people want to open it. So if you can't write yet, again, you could just draw pictures of snakes and, like, you know, cross it out. No, do not open. Okay, so then now you're ready for fun. Now you're ready to freak out your parents or your sibling or your friend. So you take it as I was showing you, twist it as much as you can so there's a ton of tension on here. The more it's gonna rattle. And then when you're ready to put it in the envelope, it's a little bit tricky not to set it off. It's not too hard. So now hold it steady so it doesn't start spinning. Open up your envelope, slip it in, and then carefully put your hand down on it to keep it from spinning again, and put this put the lip of the envelope down, and you could potentially seal it, but I don't think you really need to seal it. And then when you hand it to the person, well, actually it's kind of neat because even just the weight of the paper keeps it from going off. And then let's see what happens when the unwitting person just opens it and, oh, see, that was good, that was loud. Okay, so there you go. That's how you make a prank, rattlesnake eggs prank. Of course, the prank is that the rattlesnake eggs have hatched, and there's now a live rattlesnake in this envelope. So I hope you enjoy that. I think it's pretty funny. It's pretty good prank. I'd love to hear what kind of hilarity you guys get up to tomorrow, if anything. And yeah, I think April Fool's Day is just one of those holidays where it's just really fun to be creative. Yeah, tune back in tomorrow. I have a really good one for you tomorrow, and I'll tell you that story. And all right, bye guys.